Welcome to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hello, this is Kevin Harlan. It's East versus West here in Milwaukee. The Bucks hope to put on a show for this home crowd. Last time against the Trailblazers, they lost in Portland.
Yeah, I thought their defense in that game was about as shaky as it could be. At home, that kind of defense isn't going to cut it. Never mind if you're on the road.
They really look tired to me, and I don't know if they had travel issues or if they were out too late, but something was amiss because they had no energy.
We've got a chance here. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the Magic in Orlando.
Tell you what, the way they shot the ball that game. Kevin, it looked like a shoot-around out there.
It sure did, and all the more impressive because they did it on the road. They're not supposed to be able to get that hot in an opponent's building.
On the floor for Portland, Aldridge and Lopez are down low. Steve Blake is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Matthews in at the three, the small forward.
16 seconds on the shot. 16.
The pass to Blake. And he gets it to go.
Damian Lillard, a scoring point guard, great three-point shooter, able to hit from deep range off the dribble, you name it, and of course hit probably the biggest shot of the playoffs last year, that game winner that ended the series against Houston.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, thank you, Kevin. Giannis on Kumbo's guard skills belie. Coach Jason Kidd said he's literally growing. When you see him in the open court, that's where he's at his best. He reminds me of a Scottie Pippen, kind of a magic guy who can find the open teammate. He's very comfortable with the ball in his hands. Guys?
He's got the length factor to be sure. Thanks, Doris.
Steve Blake, such a solid point guard. He has started at times in his career. Excellent backup. But you just love his decision-making and his ability to make shots from the perimeter.
And Steve Blake now one to really press the attack off the dribble.
Especially as he's aged and gotten older, he's more content to run the offense and then shoot the three. A better fit on a team with a good post scorer is Steve Blake, where he can pass it inside and then space the floor.
And Aldridge slams it in. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark at the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over this.
Well, you know what,
he's disgusted.
Come on, I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up. I mean, he threw it down with force.
I really like the fire, the intensity that they're playing with now. They got off to a tough start there in the first quarter. They didn't shoot it particularly well, but they've played through it. They've been able to stick with it, and that, to me, that shows their resilience.
Damian Lillard drafted with the sixth pick back in 2011. That pick, guys, acquired from the Nets in an exchange for Gerald Wallace. Steve, I'd say a pretty good trade for the Blazers.
Yeah, well, remember the Nets were in win-now mode. They were trying to keep Deron Williams happy, so they felt like the trade for Wallace would do that. The Blazers, in turn, I mean, they were rebuilding, and so they found the perfect deal at the right time and ended up drafting the future Rookie of the Year.
You know, when he gets rolling, guys, he can be an absolute handful to have to deal with. And right now, he is rolling strong.
Now, here's Lopez, averaging 9 points per contest. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And Lillard's star is continuing to rise, but, he still thrives on that underdog status. He shrugs off the hype, doesn't really let it affect him. Still looks at himself as the two-star recruit from Weber State, fighting for respect, and it's serving him well as he continues to grow as an NBA player.
And Lillard embracing the humble, grinding persona. And he plays the game with tremendous confidence. An assassin's mentality and his disposition has really rubbed off on this entire Blazer team.
John Henson, a 6'11" rim protector, was a beanpole coming into the league, but he's managed to bulk up over the last couple of seasons, and that's really helped him to hold his ground on the inside.
And for Henson, offensively, best around the rim. He's tried to develop his face-up game, but he hasn't had a whole lot of success once he steps outside the paint.
And Henson Clark, an excellent offensive rebounder, reason enough to keep him close to the rim on offense.
And, Kevin, I think he's really deceptive, too. Even though he's right-handed, he actually prefers finishing with his left hand. I think that throws defenders off balance a bit. Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Lillard attacking, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Parker, right side. He dishes it to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Mayo. Henson with it. Lopez is there. And that's going to be a treble. And let's look now at the group of young players that have been locked in from the charity stripe. Your leading rookie free throw shooters of the past month. The fourth spot held down by Jabari Parker.
Well, he got locked in at the foul line a few weeks back, and he's stayed that way ever since.
Well, he's got as smooth a stroke as just about any of the first-year guys. I don't think there's any question about that.
No challenge from the defense there. Clark could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, Clark, for going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
A three from Waters. And the foul called on the Cobra. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot two. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bucks.
Well, they've definitely had the hot hands from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
They're also having a lot of success from the free throw line tonight. You always want to cash in from there.
McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers.
Well, you kind of expect that from him. You pretty much know what the result's going to be when he goes to the line.
Here's Waters. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
They've settled into a pretty nice groove here offensively in the second quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they picked up the pace shooting the ball. I mean, the field goal percentage upwards of 50% now.
The dish to McCollum. He feeds it to Aldridge. Another shot. That drops. Aldridge has got 4 this quarter.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
Waters. He trains the quick shot. And the Bucks lead by. By 6.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Lillard attacking. Here's Lopez, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Lopez has got 11 points.
Boy, they are having their way in the paint right now. So many looks right at the rim.
Defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's helped them get the ball in close time after time, Steve.
Here's Antetokounmpo. 14 points from him the last game against the Magic in Orlando. Just 5 on the clock. Parker, with no one around, drops it in from 14 feet away. Parker's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And it was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
nobody near Lillard. Here's Lopez, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
A different look for Milwaukee. Sanders comes in for Parker, and it's Marshall in for O.J. Mayo. And a switch here also for Portland. Chris Kamen's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. The shot's good from Henson.
And a much better quarter for them in terms of shooting the basketball.
You know, anytime your field goal percentage as a team is up in the high 50s, you're doing a lot of stuff right.
Well, Portland, Oregon is a very different kind of NBA town. A popular motto around here is keep Portland weird. So a sort of counterculture that the fans and the citizens in Portland embrace. But it's a one-team town, and fans have always shown incredible support for their beloved Blazers.
Milwaukee leading by 5. Right wing. Here's Waters. That ball. Great assist by Marshall. 22 points for the Cobra.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
McCollum with the screen for Lillard. Down low. Now here's McCollum. Defense right on him. A stupendous finish in traffic.
Still trailing, but their offense is off life support here in the second quarter. It's got a pulse.
Yeah, they're making some shots now. Clark finally starting to make up some ground.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Henson. Pass to Waters. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Antetokounmpo. He's covered by Matthews. Top of the key. Here's Waters. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one is on Kaman.
Let's see the stat sheet here on Damian Lillard. What a run he's had. The past few weeks have been just tremendous for him. 7th in scoring, and of course passing, such a big part of his game. One of the top 15 leading assist men in the NBA.
And you don't become a top 10 scorer, Steve, without a variety of offensive moves and a whole bunch of tricks in your bag. So he makes for wonderful highlights the way he can score.
A shot by Batum, no good. Bucks leading by 5. And Bayless kicks to Marshall. Batum with the steal. Matthews left side. Feeds it to McCollum. Shoots the 3. Knocks it loose.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
I'll tell you what, that's just a...
Dialed in from long range. I like it.
Here is... Close game as we wrap up the second quarter.
Gentlemen, I'm here with Brandon Knight. And Brandon, how do you break down this game so far and what you guys need to do in the second half?
Hey guys, some keys to talk about from what I've seen so far. This is a tight ball game, but remember, this is our house. Everybody was really mentally prepared tonight. That shows in the scoring we got off the bench. We didn't miss a beat no matter what lineup we had in there. We're going to keep a deep rotation in the second half, so everybody stay ready.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
Talk about...
Let's go, you're up.
My time.
Bucks trail by 6. Up front, it's Henson and Sanders. At the 2 and the 3 are Mayo and Parker. And it's Knight in at the point guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And keeping us updated from the crowd.
13 seconds on the shot clock. 13. Substitution for...
Last game against the Magic delivered quite a performance. He finished with 28 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. This was just the game he needed to snap the cold spell he was in. That has to be a major relief for his team, guys.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified, Clark.
Well, I know this opponent should be terrified because there's a good chance the momentum he gathered that night carries right over into this game.
Well, some of it will carry over. That's inevitable. It's just a matter of how much.
Lillard against Mayo. And Matthews kicks to Lillard. 5 on the clock. Oh! Look out!
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
No good from Waters.
Aldridge can do so many things on a basketball floor. It shouldn't really come as a surprise when he switches his style up. Last year, I thought he played a lot more with his back to the basket.
Lillard attacking. Second shot opportunity. And at last, they get one to fall. Lopez has got 18 points in the game. Bucks trail by 8. And to add what you said about Aldridge, the years before his last season, he tended to face up to the basket and Clark shoot over people, which was fine as he was so gifted at it.
But I think with the change to the Blazers' offensive schemes and just the way the team wanted to approach the season, they needed more of a back-to-the-basket guy, and Aldridge was as dominant as ever stepping into that role, in addition to still being able to knock down that face-up jumper.
And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Lillard attacking.
Milwaukee needs to do a better job guarding against Lillard.
16 points, and the contribution from the line for him, he's made 5 free throws.
He hasn't been afraid to draw a little contact if the opportunity's been there. And I'll tell you, some guys shy away from that, not him.
Well, one issue facing the Bucks in Milwaukee, the aging Bradley Center, built back in 1988. Both ownership and the league have said the team needs a new arena.
Yeah, agreed. They've looked for public financing. Unfortunately, after years of losing and lacking really any star power, the fan support has trailed off.
Trailblazers leading by 7. Outside Matthews. And Lillard gets double teamed. Lopez passes to Batum. And Matthews kicks to Aldridge. It's stolen by Mayo. Here we go, all alone. The shot's good from Waters.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run out.
And those are the kind of plays that will turn that deficit into a lead quickly. So solid defense on the ball, that's the key. Then you look at the Bucks over the last couple of decades. They're in the bottom third of the league in wins and in attendance. Somewhat of a catch-22 for Milwaukee. Without a new arena, they may lose the team, but the Bucks haven't had the kind of success that galvanizes support.
Tries a 3. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Inside, here's Matthews, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And it's a 9-point Trailblazer lead.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Sanders uses the glass to finish the layup. Sanders has got 4 points now in the quarter.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Boy, I'd like to know how many of their attempts have come from inside 5 feet. It seems like everything is right at the rim.
Knocks it loose. Parker with the steal. And here's the fast break. Here's Mayo. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Now just a 5-point Trailblazer lead. For Portland, they won their last contest, that game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Yeah, they really struggled shooting the ball in that game, but still came away with the win. They obviously had to pick up the slack in a lot of areas, and they did it.
Yeah, and Steve, I think that says an awful lot about them as a team when they're able to win despite shooting that poorly. They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
And they've needed every one of those rebounds. I think that's what's put them in front here.
Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. 6 to shoot. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And you look at the story defensively in this game. I mean, they've gone backwards in the second half. A little too casual for me. It's costing them. They're paying for it.
That bucket in no time at all. 32 points for the Cobra. Portland leading by 6. Lillard left side. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. Goes back up. And it's Lopez laying it in. Lopez has got 22.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Mayo. Let's go. And again, it's Milwaukee converted. Portland's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
O.J. Mayo, a smooth long-range shooter with deep range. When he gets going, he can put up.
Get in his face.
Or playmaker, and those are 2 things you have to do as a point guard. I think.
Let's see what you got, son.
Oh, I got plenty.
For Antetokounmpo, O.J. Mayo. He's checked in for Jared Bayless. And it's Brandon Knight in for Nate Walters. Robin Lopez is checked in for Portland. Aldridge comes in for Nicholas Batum. On the court for the Trailblazers, Thomas Robinson is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Chris Kaman. Then there's Robin Lopez. In at the small forward position. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jason Kidd was saying to his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through the Cobra. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. The 3. That's good. The Cobras got 37. Blake with it.
Guys, this is the second season since the league returned to a 2-2-1-1-1 finals format. It was a unanimous decision at the time, and I haven't sensed any regrets. The feeling was, and continues to be, that the top seed deserves to have Game 5 at home.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. No good from Waters.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
Yeah, that's what's paved the way for them to build this big lead, no question. That's just a flat frustration foul right there.
Boy, down like they are, he just took it out on his opponent. I mean, you've got to keep your composure. I don't think that was one of his best moments.
Robinson misses.
It's just been one of those days for him. He has really struggled.
Puts up a 3. No good from Waters. Portland's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Trailblazers.
Fellas, it's impossible to ignore what a good job they've done at the free throw line throughout the game.
Now, it seems to me that they're taking a lot of pride in their rebounding tonight, especially at the offensive end, guys.
And he gets it to go.
They're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Yeah, in fact, 3 of the last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now Blake. Robinson inside. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
One of the oldest plays in basketball made that dunk possible.
That's right, a terrific screen right there, Steve. Allowed him to lose his man and rock it to the rim.
Well, don't you love to see players working together in that fundamental play? Fun to watch. And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
And the foul called on the Cobra. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, will be headed to the free throw line.
You know, the NBA continues to get better.
That's the way to shoot the rock.
Dribble. It's a big reason passing and ball movement tends to be more.
The Bucks have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Here's Antetokounmpo. Henson's shot is off. And Clark, you mentioned the value of passing over isolation basketball. The term has even arisen for that one-man approach. They call it, Steve, hero ball.
Yeah, I think Doc Rivers may have made up that phrase. I love it. It's so true. You can't win with hero ball. You really played with 5 players moving, passing, cutting, and sharing the ball, creating good shots for each other.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Victor Claver, he's checked in for Portland. Blake comes in for Damian Lillard. Here's Waters. And again, the Bucks miss. Portland in total control. Crabbe kicks to Blake. Now here's Kaman. He's guarded closely. The jump hook, and that one's good. Kaman's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Portland's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Rebounded by the Bucks. 1:33 left to play in the final quarter. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession.
Super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score, so that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
And one team is just completely... outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Trailblazers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And playing this team only twice on the year, they have to feel good about their strategy and execution. As tonight, they complete a season series sweep against the Bucks.
It always takes someone stepping up, and that happened here as we got great numbers for Damian Lillard. You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see him being a part of it. He was all over this one.
Aldridge kicks to Crabbe. Clock at 4. Aldridge's shot is good.
This is going to be a great game for them. No win on the road comes easy in the NBA. Nice performance.
Any player loves sending his own fans home happy. He loves even more sending opposing fans home miserable.
Offensive rebound, Ilyasova. Nice D from Aldridge.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
And here is Blake. And the foul called on the Cobra. That's it for him. He's fouled out. Well,
Nice shooting.
and he knocks down the first one.
Stevie Wade taking 2 shots.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
LaMarcus, it looked like the team and you were really feeling good out there, making things happen at both ends.
U-G-L-Y.
Man, ugly doesn't even begin to describe what happened out there.
What would you call it?
Sorry, pathetic, garbage, embarrassing.
Just gotta let it go. Get back at it tomorrow. Study some film, see what we did wrong, hit the weight room, get some treatment, make up for it next time out.
Good idea. The quicker we get back out there, the quicker we can leave this nightmare behind us. Let's hit it.
We behaving hard. We behaving hard. Fast one, slow one. We behaving hard. We behaving hard.
Here we go, huh?
Fast one, slow one. We behaving
Yo, when I was young, man, my dad had a house. I catch a contact and talk like Eka Mouse. Go to school, act like I'm pulling out. Kind of funny, cause I used to freak my teachers out. Like, dang, dang, diddy, dang, dang. See? So much me go teach you about piece of the one black Johnny and out in the club. Everybody on Sinatra, look around. Everybody on Sinatra. I ain't talking about they call. I'm talking about and go ha 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 ha. I mean just go bonkers, make the young girls wild, and then go let's make the smile. They don't need binoculars, make wanna pull out. They got you. Ring, ba bum ba bum. Aerosol can, ba bum ba bum. Monkey outside, ba bum ba bum. All night, ba bum ba bum. Stick a bum, stick a clang clang clang. Hang on that like a rain day tank. Transform to a grown man and transform again like. Skateboard can make more. Still my style, I ain't got no reward like Make yourself bigger like mushroom. Mario Kart. All y'all wanna get like me. All y'all wanna spit like P.
Basketball fans, please welcome your Toronto Raptors! And now your starting lineup. At power forward, at 6'9", number 54, Patrick Patterson. seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports, alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr.